Jared from Southern Homesteads here. Today we're going to walk through how we install our lofts. Alright, so in this kit there's a large loft and a small loft. Now it doesn't matter which side you want to put the large loft or small loft on. For us, there's a small waterfall you can hear off the side over here. That's where I'm going to put the bigger bed that I'm going to sleep in, where an open window I can listen to the waterfall. So we're going to put the smaller loft over on this side. And to build this loft is simple. We're going to take the 2x4s out of the loft kit. The last two bays here, you're going to nail these in flush to the bottom plate. Same thing on the other side. All right, I'm going to take two more, and I'm going to do the exact same thing in this last bay. Now I'm going to take 4 of these 2x4s, just like we did on the header of the wall. There is no spacer in between. I'm going to just flush them up, put a couple nails in them. Now I'm simply going to take these and install them directly above those, just like our walls. Those are going to work as jack studs. First. Now these aren't going to go all the way to the outside of the wall. That's okay. I'm going to flush them to the inside. Now that we've set both of those blocks in, just a quick note, the ones in the front are 14.5 inches long. The ones in that back bay are 13 3/4. So we're just going to put a couple of nails in. Up top here, just a toenail them in, and hold it in place. Again, just flush that up to the front of the wall. Okay, now we're just going to mirror the exact same thing on the other side, and then we're going to get our beams and slide them in. now we've got our joists up for our loft up here, and these are all rough cut from a local sawmill, all locally harvested. We're going to take our tape measure. We're going to mark off this back wall 22 inches, which I already did, and I gave myself a line and I gave myself an X. That line is going to be the outside of our center beam here. So we're going to line that up on that side. Now, rough cut lumber like this is not light. Let me just say that. Okay, we're gonna line it up on that side. Now, I'm gonna take our longer structural screws. I'm gonna run one from the bottom of this header.
Oh, that's why it's
into there. I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Now our back one is going to go flush up against the back wall. Run one. Okay, now our last beam is sitting over the header on this window. We are going to take two of them from the side and we're going to run through this board up above the window. It should be tied up against it. And we're going to go put a second one down at the bottom here. Our last lags, we're going to run the structural screw through this header up into our beam. We'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Next up, we're going to go ahead and put the decking up on this loft, and this loft will be complete. So you have 49-inch boards, and we're just going to set these flush with the outside of this beam right here, and we're going to start on just one side, nail them off. Now we'll have to trim our last board, and we'll just trim that to fit.
And you're just pushing those tied up against each other, right?
Yep. Okay, first loft is done. On to the next loft. Now we're going to move on to the big loft, and we're going to do the exact same thing as we did on the other side. We're going to start on the bay that's next to the door here, so it's easy to identify because these were where the two 80-inch walls came together. So go in the bay next to that. Remember, we're going to flush this to the inside. Now we're just going to take a look at the directions. We'll do the same one there and just take a look at the directions and hit the bays that the directions say for your post coming back. Just as we did on the small loft, I'm going to take a full board. I'm going to start on my back wall here. I want to make sure that I'm flush with the end of this beam here. If there's going to be a little gap, I want it on the back wall where it will be covered by any kind of wall covering we do.